Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the Panther 1. I wasn't going to make this video. I wasn't going to make a video of the Panther 1. I didn't actually realise that it was getting such a nice buff. I mean, it's got an armour buff. And to be honest, I didn't really know it was getting an armour buff. Even though I have the open test update, I didn't really think that the buff on this would really make a difference. However, I tuned in to Panther's stream and he was saying he was playing the new OP tier 7. And I see him playing this and I thought, the tank's surely not that good. It surely isn't that good. But it is. It is absolutely amazing. This tank is so good. The armour, I used to like the tank before. Don't get me wrong. I used to like the tank before. But it was a kind of tank that was, yeah, it's okay. Now the armour on the front plate is insane. When you get it at an angle, not like we are here against the J Panther, which has also been buffed. Just look how red the top plate is for that. But if you can get your angles on this tank, use the gun depression, it's such a strong tank and you can bounce so much. I mean, we're going to have a few battles where we are going to bounce quite a lot. And I didn't realize it was going to be so good. Along with the DPM on this thing, I mean, you got 3.7 seconds reload. We get another bounce there from the Dracula. 3.7 seconds. So if you can poke up those ridgelines and try and bait a shot from the enemy, you can shoot them quite a few times in return before they've reloaded. I mean, again, another bounce from the Dracula. We're not going to bounce the T29. We are going to take a shot. But, I mean, this game, we were on 2.7k damage already. We pumped out that damage so quickly. And we've got 1,000 block damage. It's crazy. And it's a little bit disappointing how this tank has been buffed. A lot of the other tier 7s have been armor buffed as well. But yet, when you play this tank and you're thinking, do you know what, actually, it's a really nice tank, and then go and play the Panther 2, I think the Panther 2 deserves a little buff. It deserves a little buff. It's not performed very well in battle, and it's never really been buffed. It's never really been buffed, and I think it needs to. The Panther 2 needs to be buffed, especially now. If you're grinding up this line because you have seen that the Panther is getting buffed, and then you move on to the Panther 2, you are going to be so disappointed because the Panther 2 is just meh. It really is not good. It's not good at all. So we're going to have a couple more battles in the Panther. Both are from me. And as I said, I wasn't even planning on making this video, but that battle we've just seen there, that was my first battle in the tank since it was being buffed, and I thought, you know, wow, I have to play this some more and I have to get some footage because I didn't realize how good this tank is. I mean, this battle here, we're going to bounce some. We've already bounced 640 damage. Yes, we have lost a lot of our hit points, but a minute on, we've still bounced now 775 damage, which would leave us on a one shot. We'd be nearly dead we will be dead if we didn't bounce all these shots. And yes, we are getting pen. It's not impenetrable. It really isn't impenetrable. And we're going to look at the Panther on the enemy team. And when we're going to look at it, you actually kind of think, oh, how the hell is this bouncing this shot? Now, it has a little bit of gun depression, not the greatest gun depressions. It has the rate of fire. The speed is, I mean, it's okay. I mean, just look at that angle. We have to shoot it with gold. Always try and use that. Use it on a ridgeline. Get that front plate up. Get that front plate up, but hide the bottom plate. Because if you don't get the front plate up, then, I mean, look at this from this angle. It becomes very, very weak. And this is now with AP. We can go for it like butter just because we are looking down on the tank. So if you get into that kind of position as he is now, sort of upper ridgeline, you can just see the turret is kind of red. If he's wiggling and he's up a turret, then that is when it becomes very, very strong. And you will bounce shots. Even from heavies, you will bounce some shots. So this game, 934 block damage we've got, which is more than enough for a tier 7 medium tank. And we're now up to 2,500 as soon as we get one more shot So 2,000, we are going to get shot there from the Tiger, leaves us on 42 HP, but we are going to take him out, and it just leaves 2 tanks left, the 112, the Glacial, and this ISU is going to get taken out. So 935 blocked damage in a tier 8 game. This is in a tier 8 game in a tier 7 medium tank. Is so much fun, and I didn't ever think that the Panther would be as fun as it is now to go and play. I was enjoying it. Even the games that I didn't really do too well, I was still enjoying playing the tank. So this game, 3 kills, 2,700 damage, 935 block damage. We end on a first class. We make some credits, 24,000, and we get a steel wall. We get a steel wall in a medium tank. Now the next game, we're going to show you just how good the armour can be. I mean, we've showed you that we can bounce, but both games we've been sort of on flat ground. Now we're on canyon, and we are going to use that ridgeline, and we're going to get some bounces. We're not going to bounce everything because it is, after all, it is a medium tank, so don't expect to bounce absolutely everything, because you're not. But there's the first bounce. Within 30 seconds, we're now got 160 blocked damage, but we're going to bounce some more, and we're going to bounce bigger and better tanks, unlike not like the T71. So at the moment, I'm not going to push because I haven't quite got the gun depression to get over. You can see here I haven't quite got the gun depression to get those tanks, so you have to be careful. I want to wait until the tanks are all spotted, and now most of the tanks are getting spotted to the right, but we are still getting shot from the left. At the moment, I have no clue who that is, and as you can see, a nice bounce to the left, a nice bounce from the Smasher, and a minute gone, 1,145 blocked damage. Not bad at all, but I still don't know who I'm getting shot by. No one's spotted, and I'm thinking, who is over there? Is it the Nashorn? So I think it is actually the Nashorn that is shooting me. Again, we're now going to use this ridgeline and only show our turret, and we are going to get the hull sort of aiming upwards. So 1,300 block damage. The Smasher takes out the JG, so we are now a tank down, but they are pushing. Bad move there from the Smasher. I mean, he's the most OP tank in the game, and he decides to push really, really early on. So bad move there. And we're not looking at going over this ridgeline. We want to get our gun down low enough past this ridgeline so we don't have to show our hull. We only really want to show our turret, and if we do show our hull, we want it sort of vertically. We want it looking upwards, because that is when you will get bounces. So 1,370 block damage, 1,250. We are now level, or we was level for a short period, and it's 4 against 5. So we're still getting some shots off. At this point in the game, I'm still confident. Now I know where the 2 TDs are to the left. I'm just now worried about the tanks to the right, and I really want to focus them because they seem the better players. They seem to be the players that are doing the damage, where the other two, the 2 TDs are not really, they're not in any danger. If I can hide from them behind this hill, then I'm not really in any danger. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit and cap. We are losing on cap points, so I thought if I cap, at least we will be winning. But I did get another shot there. And we do take the win, and now I'm thinking, right now we're winning on cap points. Even though it's 4 against 4, I'm still confident of this game, and that was a nice blind shot there on the EZ8. So now I don't want to cap no more. I just want to go and I want to get some damage. I want to get some more kills, and maybe even some more blocked damage. So it's now just 3 tanks left alive there. SU here, there is the Nashorn, and there is the AMX round to the right. So we get the Nashorn. Missed there with the HE. I mean, the HE is not the best in the world. We can't even really penetrate the Nashorn, but he is doing damage to me. I mean, the Nashorn's got a good gun. The Nashorn has a good gun, but I have him on DPM, so I'm not too worried. I should be able to take him out, especially if he starts shooting LVK. And with a high roll, I do manage to take him out. Now, I'm not sure if this SU is on a reload, so I do want to be careful. And the SU is just so troll. It's got like no armor on the front, and it shows it's all grey, but I bounce so often. On that tank, it's unbelievable. But we do finally manage to take him out for our 3rd kill, and it now just leaves this AMX. Should hopefully clear him on one shot, but I do have him on the DPM if I don't clear him, and we do manage to clear him. So 1,530 blocked damage that game, and we finish on 2,700. And again, it is only a 1st class, but again, we get another steel wool. We get a top gun, high caliber, and we get another steel wool. And that's like insane. For a medium tank, it's insane. So I definitely would recommend going back to the Panther. If you haven't played it recently, before or after the buff, definitely go and play it, because it does feel like a changed tank, and I like it. I like it. I'm glad what Wargaming did. It's not too overpowered. It's definitely not too overpowered. It is literally just right for a tier 7 medium. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.